Hello, Punch TV viewers. Dave here, coming to you from Periton Books on 20th Street to talk to you about a book from one of my favorite authors that I just finished reading. This is Guy Vanderhaeghe's August into Winter, his first novel in almost a decade. And kind of like his book, The Englishman's Boy, this is a book full of adventure, probably even more rich with adventure than anything Guy Vanderhaeghe has ever written, which is, I think, there might be a little bit of a recency bias operating here, but I think this is maybe my favorite book he's ever written, which means a lot because he's one of my favorite authors, somebody that was starting his career when I was a teenager, first getting into literature, and somebody that I've always been excited to read new stuff about. This book has the same rich description we're used to hearing from Guy Vanderhaeghe, a lot of that rich vernacular of the prairie that he's always had a great ear for. And even though it is a World War II era setting, it's set almost completely on the Canadian prairie with a few brief forays into places like Winnipeg and Vancouver. So it is a prairie adventure, partly involving a violent psychopath, which is kind of off the path of what we're used to reading about from this author. And even though there is a world war going on in the novel, like most prairie people, the characters of this book are at war with the weather and the elements, and sometimes with each other. So I would say if you're somebody who's like a longtime reader of Guy Vanderhaeghe, who maybe hasn't picked up one of his books or one of his novels in a while, this is a really good place to jump back in. You expect when you devote yourself to any artist over a lifetime that there are going to be waxes and wanes in the quality of what they produce, but there's no waning here at all. So definitely something that you could get into in the summer if you want to read about how awful the prairie winters can be. But no matter when you read this book, it's going to take you back to a time that you're going to experience with a lot of vivid detail. Please enjoy.